Women who have the highest body count are women who exchange their body for love, not women who exchange their body for money.
Come and fly away with me. Come and fly away with me. Come and fly away with me. Come and fly away with me.
Body counts. Do you agree that this is not a conversation we are supposed to be having in 2024? Like, do people still talk about that? And then, I'm concerned. Why do we never have this conversation when it comes to men? Anyway, if you're new here, I'm Miss Kafue. This is a place to connect to women from a place of love. Today we'll be talking about body counts, how you can answer when you're asked about your body counts, and we'll hear many more takes from women around the world. So without further ado, let me roll the clips for you and let us hear what these women have to say about body counts.
I'm about to break a table, and I know that this topic will be very uncomfortable, but sit tight and pay attention. A lot of you women are so quick to judge women who exchange their body for money. Prostitutes. Society have called them different types of name. That's okay. It's actually wrong for you to sell your body for money. But let's talk about you, who continuously debase yourself in the name of love. Who 24 hours you're living with a man, you are patting your leg for a man that is not married to you. 24 hours you are doing wife duties. Your body count is higher. You are prone to more infection. You're prone to more unwanted pregnancy. And you are prone to more using and dumping. A lot of men are going to come for me on this video because I'm going to be stopping a lot of them from having free sex. So when you want to do the body count, I want to call women who are loose. There are most women who claim that they are in love because so many women want to exchange sex for love. 24 hours you're patting your legs like wardrobe because you think that when you give it to him, he will marry you. He has destroyed your womb. The place is now going free will, wide, like well, just because you're looking for marriage. And you have the audacity to call another woman a shell. I'm actually making this video for you. Yes, you that is very judgmental. That is so easy to call a woman. Runs gay, a shower, you just sleep around. You're doing the same thing. They collect money, you wait for love. So long as a man is not married to you, you are fornicating. So long as a man is not married to you, you are committing sin. Stop deceiving yourself. And your body count is more. I just want to do you a gentle reminder and tell you to close your leg. Close your leg. He's not married to you. You don't have to go there and give him your all. Let him make you his wife before you give him your all. While you sit down there in your boyfriend's house and judge another woman, I just want to remind you that your body count is more. And you are more at the receiving end. Let him better pay your bride price because using and dumping these days is becoming the trend. I say, let me remind you, as women supporting women.
This is why you should never date girls with a high body count. And for the feminists.
Okay, in her video, she says that one of the reasons that it's bad to be a woman with a high body count is because it leads to more divorce. And what about the family unit? And what about God? And apparently there's this study that says that women with high body counts, they're more likely to get divorced. This is not my first time hearing about this so-called study. I've never cared enough to like Google it. But when the first time that I heard it, I was like, why is that a bad thing? Why is it a bad thing that women who have explored their options are less likely to stay in a situation where they are unhappy, unfulfilled, unsatisfied? Why is that a bad thing? Also, another part or another thing that I have never understood about this whole concept of like women and their body count is that in any other avenue of life, having experience is seen as a good thing. It is seen as something that helps you develop character, something that makes you more experienced, something that allows you to know what you want versus what you don't want, something that allows you to get good at a thing. But then when it comes to sex and women having sex, it's like, oh no, we want you to remain as unexperienced, as idiotic, as not being aware of what you like, what you don't like, because experience is bad and it makes you a bad woman. It's like, it makes no sense. If in every other avenue it is a good thing to have experience, isn't it quite ironic that there's just one thing for one gender that it's perceived as a bad thing? As the girl on the video said, let's be logical for a second.
So I'm about to be super candid with you guys. As of today, I am 26 years old and my body count is 1, the person I'm currently dating actually. But do you know why I will always fight to the death for women with high body counts, sex workers, or women who are just perceived as promiscuous in general? Because I simply believe it is wrong to put the totality of someone's value on their body's capabilities, their physical appearance, or their sexual history. Our schmeck's lives are only a facet of who we are, and a much smaller facet than people might think. Whenever someone has asked me about my body count in the past, it was usually a huge indicator that they were going to prioritize the physical aspect of our relationship, which makes for a really unfulfilling relationship. I understand being proud of accomplishing sexual discipline, but I just think that can be done without making other women feel like crap about their past.
This is why a woman's body count will always matter. A woman's body count will always matter because a woman's purity is the value that men seek for in a relationship. We don't want our woman with experiences. We want a woman that we can share experiences with. Every man wants to give experiences and share them with his woman. So this is why a woman being with many men is a huge turnoff to men. You can't change what we desire. The same way women want a strong, fit, tall man, men want a pure woman. Men want a woman that brings him peace. Men want a woman that can be nurturing. And a woman who has been with less dudes is usually more nurturing, more feminine, more caring than a woman who isn't. That's why a body count for a woman will always matter.
This is what you say when a man asks you what your body count is on a date. This is a true reenactment, okay? Okay. You're on a date with a man and he goes, "What's your body count?" Okay. He asks you, "Woman, what's your body count?" You go, "I would love to answer that question and I'm going to." That you're so smart. You're such a smart person, intuitive, and you're an empath, actually. I love that about you. However, I need to excuse myself to use the restroom. Me and my bladder. Oh my God. Okay, so this is your Telfar or your Coach bag. Your Coach bag. Get your phone. Make sure you get your phone. Make sure you grab all your items when you use the restroom because he doesn't know why. You're just taking all your items with you. Okay, so you go to the restroom, okay, and you type in www.uber.com. You call yourself an Uber, and then now this is the hard part, okay? You've got to sneak past the kitchen, like Ratatouille, okay? You might need to go under a few tables to find the exit or the back door, and then you jump into the Uber, but make sure you, like, when you jump into the Uber, he cannot see you. So you might want to lay down, and then you text your friends that you're on your way home because they want to know that you're safe. We don't talk about body counts with men. We just don't. Because men will base your value and what they can get from you based on your body count. They might hear that you're a virgin and hear naive. Or might hear I need to conquer. With no intention of really getting to know you, they might just think about what it means for them to possibly be with a virgin. With no consideration of how it would make you feel if they were to leave you after conquering you. So then they're not even concerned about you or the relationship. They're just going to do and say whatever it takes to conquer you as the virgin. It's a huge deal for some men. Not all, but for some. Real men do not care about those numbers. They don't care. Here's your Coach bag. Here's your cell phone. It's a big cell phone. This is a big deal. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. I need to use the restroom. It's silly me. I'm such a silly person, but you're not silly. You're so smart. You're so smart because you ask smart questions, and I love that about you. I'll be right back. I can't wait to see you. And can you give me sometimes it takes me a while to use, you have to use the low, soft voice. Sometimes it takes me a while to use the restroom. Okay, I'll be right back. Smart man. So handsome. Give him 20 compliments as you're leaving. www.lyft.com. Give me an XL, Uber XL, because you're going to need a lot of space, because you're going to need to want to lay down when you get in the car, because you're going to have to go through a lot to get out of the restaurant without him noticing.
If you are a girl, don't scroll. This is for you, and you might probably want to save this video because it will help you. So I want to give you tips, or I want to show you how to answer a question like, what is your body count on a date if you are on a date with any guy? So when this guy asks you about your body count, don't be quick to answer, all right? Just go like, oh my god, you are so smart. Can I get a minute? I want to use the washroom. Yeah. And when you are leaving to the washroom, make sure you go with your phone, your purse, your bag, anything you came with, your belongings, whatever it is you came with, make sure you go to the washroom with it. And when you get to the washroom, make sure you make use of Yango app, Uber app, Bolt app, or whatever you came with. Remember, what your answer is will make him think twice about you. What if you are a virgin, or what if you slept with 10 men? What do you think he would think about you?
All right, this is what you're gonna say if someone asks you about your body count, whether you slept with one person or 1,000 people. The question is crass, and because intimacy is a double standard between men and women, it's rooted in misogyny. Obviously, you can reveal whatever you want about yourself to your partner or potential partner, but if the question makes you uncomfortable and you wanna avoid it, then this is what I would do. I'm gonna tell you a little story of the last time a man asked me how many people I'd been with. I was in Miami. I was at Mr. Chow on South Beach. We were having dinner, and maybe we had one too many lychee martinis, but at one point of the conversation, he asked me, he's like, yeah, so how many people I'd slept with? And I looked at him and I was like, that is such an inappropriate question, and I really want you to think about what you're asking me right now. And he was stunned. And I said, I'm gonna excuse myself and I'm gonna go to the ladies' room. So I got up, I went to the ladies' room, and I was in there for like a couple minutes because I really wanted him to think. That is just such a crass question to ask a woman, and I wanted him to feel it. I go back to the dinner table, and he is like apologizing profusely. He's like, I'm so sorry. I realized that wasn't appropriate. You know, it's none of my business, and it is immature. And I said, thanks for apologizing, and I understand. That's the nice way. If I were the sprinkle ladies, since you want to value my body count, let me value your bank account. And if you're going to ask me about how many people I've been with, I'm going to ask you, how much money do you have in the bank? Since we want to be crass and we want to place value on the wrong things. I just feel like you're not obligated to answer questions that make you feel uncomfortable. Obviously, if you want to reveal anything about yourself, I don't care if you slept with one person or 1,000 people, you can reveal whatever you want. But I think it should be on your time. I think you should feel comfortable. And if you feel uncomfortable with that question, that's how I would get out of it. I would just say, this is inappropriate, and I want you to think about what you're really asking me right now. And then give him some time to think about it.
So, would you have a girl with body count of 20?
No.
Why?
That's too high.
Why is it too high? How is it too high?
Because, like, okay, listen to this, yeah? if you was to get a wife, and you know that 20 man has been through your wife, like, I don't think that's someone you would want a wife.
But that's just how long it took her to find you.
No.
Can you really blame her for her past? What?
No, come. I want my wife to be a virgin. I want to be the first one who makes love to you. Yeah. I want my wife to be a virgin.
So, but if your body count was 20, would that be okay?
That's different though. I'm a guy.
What? How is that different?
Because I don't open my legs. Like, I go through the legs. You get it?
That doesn't mean nothing, to be honest.
It does.
No, if we actually use our brain, that just means you have no self-composure.
No.
Yeah, that's literally what it means.
No.
Yeah,
because it's harder for you to open your legs.
It means that any girl you see you want to smash. That's why you smash 20 girls.
That does not
That's
make any
basically
sense.
what you're saying.
That's what I'm saying.
So what are you saying then?
I'm saying that it's harder for you to open your legs than for you to just like.
Huh?
Yeah.
I don't. What's that?
Like, just
go
in, innit?
How is it harder?
Because like you have to do all the unbuttoning, taking 1, 2, 3 layers, and then spreading.
That's enough. That's enough. That's enough.
Like, that's crazy. Yeah.
So you wouldn't wife a girl with a body count of 20. So you're telling me if a guy had a body count of 20, it's okay?
10 is understandable, but unless she's changed her ways, she's a woman of God.
No, but she could be a woman of God even with those 20 bodies. What if a guy?
If she said her body count was 20 and I realize she's a born again, I'll take her in still. What? I'll debate the wife thing, but I'll take her in still.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
But what if like she's been played by 20 different guys, like generally being played by 20 different guys?
Don't you learn? Then that means you're not wifey material, because then I can play you. No.
Oh my God! I've had enough of you guys.
You know why your body count is so important? Because your boyfriend sees every man you've ever slept with as his competition. But what men don't understand is that what you did in the past has nothing to do with now. So maybe you slept with a few guys that now you have regrets. What you need to know is that he's asking because he's insecure. Deep down inside, he is afraid that you will judge him and that you will compare him. And if you've been with quite a few men and you want to be transparent about that, it will freak him out because he will be afraid that you lack boundaries, that you lack self-control. Because if that's the case, he can't see you as an investment. He can only see you as a liability. But listen up, your new relationship is not like having a new job. You don't need to explain or prove anything to him in order for him to decide if he can see you as a serious girlfriend.
What's an acceptable body count?
Man, she gotta be damn near a virgin.
How close to virgin is that then?
At this point, if I'm gonna be married to her, no more than 3, probably absolute max.
And I'm told these days that is very hard to find.
That's incredibly hard to find, and I'm completely aware of the fact that that is a very hard standard. I'm not gonna be like the delusional girls that come on the show, right? Women want to invest in a man's future. Men do not want to invest in a woman with a past. The sooner a girl understands that they have inherent value and they have to protect it, the better off they're gonna be in the long run to find their guy.
Why do men care about a woman's body count? Listen to me. A girl is lying about her body count, regardless. If you ask her, you multiply by 3?
Multiply by 3,
She's lying anyway. The reason, look, she's gonna give you a number, right? That she think is, oh, this is gonna sound good to him. She's lying, my boy. Trust me. Trust.
I wouldn't even ask. Like he said, you can fill out the vibes. Like, you wouldn't even ask, because you ask, she gonna lie, or she gonna tell you a number you don't want to hear, and you gonna be like, all right, yeah, it's over with. So you just gotta feel the vibe. Like, if she a good woman, she gonna have a low body count.
First of all, you don't want to go, say you popping out, y'all go out, and you see some niggas like, damn, bro, that's you? You be like, yeah, and you be like, damn, bro, she a tree, she a hoe, or something like that, bro. Like, you don't want that looking out like, damn, now I'm with a tree, now I'm with a hoe, now she with, she for the team. She a Green Bay, she a GB, a gang bitch, a Green Bay Packer, a CD Lamb, she all that, bro.
Would you wife a hoe?
Hell no.
I can't, bro.
But would you smash a hoe?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's what they good for. I mean, they air. Like, if she a hoe and that's what she do, I mean, that's what she doing. That's what she out here for. If she a hoe, then that's what we doing.
And the reason you wouldn't wife a hoe is because it's a pride thing. I mean, I ain't gonna hold this. It might be toxic, whatever. But so body count does matter.
No, it does, because look.
You understand why guys would have a problem with a woman with a high body count, though. Do you understand the logic behind it?
I think it's insecurity. That's where it comes from. It's like, do they really want to have a woman that is just a virgin? Because she's not gonna be good, and she's gonna have no experience.
They don't need you to be good, though.
That's so boring. Isn't that
It's not
boring?
boring.
That just sounds transactional to me.
So guys that are alpha guys that want to be, head of household and consider themselves leaders and want to provide for their women, they don't find it unattractive that a woman would have inexperience, because they feel like what's going to make that experience in the bedroom so powerful is not that she can bounce off the walls or knows all these tricks or knows all these sexual things and, oh, look, she's doing something like out of a porno. That's not what's appealing to them. What's appealing is that she's really excited to be there for him. She's present. She's committed. And he doesn't need her to be an acrobat. He just needs her to be loyal.
People think that high body count means good in bed. But actually, men that have 2 or 3 good long-term relationships know a woman's body better than men who sleep around lots of one-night stands. Because the one-night stand guy that's had 1,000 bodies is just learning what makes him feel good.
But it depends if that woman didn't unlock that man's
But usually
peak.
women he's in a relationship do that with better than the one-night stand. She's talking a man that's a one-night stand with a girl he doesn't respect. He's like, I don't need to give you the best night. I just need to, and then you can go. But when you are in a long-term committed relationship, you invest time and energy to be pleasing and satisfying. So it's actually not linked to satisfaction. Men that come out of long-term relationships with maybe a few partners tend to be better than ones that have been 1,000 one-night stands, because they learn the skills and etiquettes it takes to create intimacy.
What I think is also interesting when it comes to female body count, obviously I'm not a fan of high female body count, but let's say, for example, if she has been with extremely highly successful men in that top 1%, then it wouldn't bother me as much in comparison to if she'd just been sleeping around with a load of losers.
Why is that? Why
Because
do you think
she's got standards.
she's got standards?
And she obviously smart and has an ability to be worthy of
Yeah.
dating or being with those top.
Why do you think men care about a woman's body count?
Do you? People actually care about that shit?
Men in general.
If a man is fucking asking me my body count, he can get fucked. Who gives a fuck? Oh my god, that's so stupid. People actually ask that shit?
Yes.
Okay, well then you're talking to the wrong man. If a man is ever asking you about your body count, you're talking to the wrong man, and he can get fucked. Like, that's so fucking stupid. Get fucked.
So, can I ask you this then?
Yeah, sure.
So, what do you think about the analogy? If one key can open many locks, it's known as a master key, as opposed to if you have a lock that can be opened by any key, it's a shitty lock.
I think that if a woman is an analogy to you, then you're not fucking ready to be talking to a woman, and you should probably get fucked. So, if a woman is the key to you, talk to your mom. Talk to your sister. Talk to your cousin. I don't know. Get a real fucking life. And get fucked. Thank you. And a woman is not a key. Thank you.
I don't know whether you love my hair today, but I don't know. Anyway, long hair, I don't care. Anyway, let me get back to the video. So if you watch those videos, do you agree that the topic about body counts is a question rooted in misogyny? I don't know whether I'm saying that right, but do you agree that this is just a question that comes from insecurity? Like men who ask you about their body count, like I think they're insecure, like what one of the women said. Like, I don't know, they want to see, they're insecure about those guys because like they imagine like you'll compare him to them. And like they're afraid of what you've seen out there because he knows like he's not all that, and maybe that's it. And then another thing is like what one woman has said, like the sprinkle lady said, like if he asks you about your body count, then ask him about his bank account. Like, yeah, go tit for tat. Like, if he has the audacity to ask you that question, that immature question, then you can also ask him what the numbers are in his bank account. And I think if he can answer that, then you're good to go. And then another thing, like if you asked about your body count and you're on a date, you already know now what to do. You just stand up, get your pass, get your phone, get everything with you, go to the restroom, book an Uber or find another door, get out and leave the restaurant, leave him there. Give him some time to think about what he just asked you, because that is an immature question, and I agree with that. And then another thing, what Blessing CEO says, the first lady is called Blessing CEO, and I really love her. So she says, like, women who sleep with men for love have the highest body counts compared to women who sleep with men for money. Like, I kind of agree. By the way, I never thought about it in that way, but right now thinking about it, I kind of agree with what she says, because like, when you sleep with men for money, it's transactional. It's strictly transactional. Like, we sleep, you give me the money. You sleep, you give me the money. But for love, like, you do it unconditionally. Well, for money, it's conditional. But when it's for love, you do it unconditionally. So you're there in the morning, after a few hours, midday, at night, like 3 times. Like, I kind of agree with that, by the way. Okay, I know we measure body counts with the number of men you've slept with, but if it is about the number of times you've slept with a man or men, then women who sleep for money, for men with for love, have the highest body counts compared to women who sleep with men for money. Like, I've never thought about that. That was kind of like a shocker for me somehow. Like, now we can think about that. And then another thing, the last lady who said, like, if a guy is still, I'm sorry about the background noise, like, what? Like, it's crazy, but I really have to get this video out. Like, the lady who says, like, if a guy asks you about your body count, then he can get FD, he can get fucked. YouTube, don't block me. But yes, like, do you agree with that? Because, like, it's lame. Like, it's kind of so lame to be asking a woman that at this day and age. Because anyway, if you ask a woman such a question, she won't reveal her true body count. Like, even if it's true, you won't believe her at the end of the day. And then the woman who talks about, like, how having experience in other areas of life is really celebrated, except when it comes to women and schmecks. Like, I agree with that. Like, when it comes to women and schmecks, that is not a topic to be celebrated. But when we're talking about other avenues in life, you find that they are really celebrated. Men are really celebrated for the same thing. They are really celebrated for having high body counts. I don't know, but I think this society is just unfair to women all around. Like, as a woman, you can't catch a break. Like, you have to, just be a virgin. And the same men saying that are the same men ruining women's lives. They are the same men sleeping with many women. So where do they think they'll find a virgin from? Like, they think like they'll destroy these women, play around with these women, and then theirs is just somewhere minding her own business, just waiting for this man, clean. He just find a virgin. Like, I don't know about that. Anyway, I don't know, but I think having a high body count is not a flex for a woman, personally. Because, like, the one who said, like, men value the purity of a woman. Okay, I know that is... Okay, at this day and age, women don't want to hear anything that men want. I think we are tired at this point. We just want what we want. And I don't know, but kinda he's speaking the truth. Like, men value a woman's purity and women value what men can offer, like what men can provide and what men can give. But you find that the men who have it all don't even give a shit about these things. But the broke men who have no gold to be dug are the men who pressure women about nonsensical things. I don't know about you, but men who have money, men who are really civilized, men who are really mature don't really... I don't know, they are really non-problematic, and they really, like, don't ask all these stupid questions. But these lame Peter and John, they'll ask you these nonsensical questions. Like, they try to put you down because they know already they don't have anything to offer you. And that is, like, crazy to me. The woman who said, like, women aren't analogies, like, if women are an analogy to you, then there's something really not right with you. I completely support her. Like, why would we think of women as analogies? Oh, the men she has slept with. Like, you'll never find out, by the way. You'll never find out the number of men a woman has slept with. You'll never find out unless, like, you're sure she's a virgin and all. But I don't know, this topic really, I don't know, it really makes people uncomfortable. And I really support what the other woman said, that you're not obligated to answer questions that make you uncomfortable. By the way, you're not obligated to answer any question that makes you uncomfortable, especially with men. Like, please be intentional about anything you do with men. men are very intentional in what they do with women. If a man wants to take a woman out, he's very intentional about it. If a man wants to marry a woman, or if a man wants to do anything nice for a woman, he's very intentional about it. Why can't we as ladies be intentional about what we want with this man? And like, if he makes you feel uncomfortable, then no, he's not the right one for you. Plus, I don't know, but this question, I'm sure it ruffles a lot of feathers, especially for women. And I'm not encouraging anyone to like have a high body count or go out there and be a hoe and all. But I think that is, everyone has a body count. At the end of the day, everyone has a past. And I think it's not right to put anyone's totality on their bodies and or on what they can do physically or on how they look. Like, it's not like people are gifted in other areas so much. Like, a woman might have a high body count that she regrets about, she has changed her ways. Like, what's the problem with that? Men have high body counts even in marriage, they spread. And then the man who said like a woman who has, but I feel like men and above, that's not for him and age. Like, if a man is not man value, then he's a liability. I don't know about you, but I don't know about you, but about it. These men that ask these stupid questions always sound ridiculous to me. Not that I'm triggered or not that I'm offended, but I think if you have the audacity to ask that question, then you should be someone yourself, because you can't be asking stupid questions. Yeah, it's like a woman giving expectations, blah, blah, blah. And the whole time the woman doesn't have the looks, doesn't have the, I don't know, but even as a man, like if you're pressuring women about such stupid things, putting them down about their body count, then you should have it together. Like, you should have something to show for yourself. Otherwise, you're wasting women's time. So anyway, this is all I had for this video. Thank you for watching this video. If you watched it until here, you're really a true one. And please watch the next video. It gets even more interesting. Bye.